Hi there, I'm Esmeralda. I love spooky stories, especially on the radio. Want to listen with me? It's time for Tales to Sleep By.
There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
Something the matter, Jana?
I'm tired.
You are, dear?
Tired and cold. It's getting chilly in here.
On the contrary, the temperature's perfect, as it is throughout the house.
72 degrees, isn't it, William? Isn't it 72 degrees?
I'm sure it is, quite sure. Of course, it's the optimum temperature. And the chairs are designed for maximum comfort. The fire for perfect heat radiation, and the windows for the most efficient light and ventilation. And the ceilings for the most desirable acoustic qualities, everything built to perfection, Father. But just the same, I'm cold.
Well, then come away from the window.
Yes, dear, sit by the fire again. That way I can see you.
I'm not doing anything but reading.
I like to look at you no matter what you're doing.
This is the same book I've been reading all afternoon. You've watched me for hours. You must have memorized every one of my expressions by now, every tick, every gesture.
Yes, but I so enjoy watching you.
And why is that?
Because you're so beautiful, darling. Absolutely perfect in every way.
Don't argue with your mother, Jana.
I'm not arguing. I'm only saying that it's chilly here in the study. At least I have a chill, and I'd rather sit by the window.
There's nothing to see outside. It will be dark soon.
Let me build up the fire.
You know that's not possible.
Why? Because it's burning natural gas instead of wood? Well, why not just this once? Why not let me put a real log on the fire and get rid of the chill in the air? It would be exciting to watch it burn. I'd actually enjoy the unpredictability of it. Just once in my life.
Sit down, Jana.
Do as your father says, dear.
I can't oppose you, Father. You know that. I never could.
It's almost 6. I think I'll ask Nelda to come in now and massage my shoulders.
Good idea, Margaret.
My muscles get so stiff sitting here.
Let me do it for you, Mother.
That's Nelda's job.
Yes, Jana, dear. Nelda knows exactly the way I like it.
Why don't we have dinner first?
Oh, no, after is better. The massage always stimulates my appetite.
Well, then if we can't eat earlier tonight, how about a little bit later? I know, why don't we go out and eat in a restaurant?
A restaurant? Jana, now why in the world would we go out and eat in a restaurant when we have everything we need here? Gretchen is already preparing something in the kitchen.
I know, it's just that, well, it would be different.
I've no doubt it would be different. First, we'd walk through the rain and get sopping wet.
Jensen could bring the car around.
And then we'd eat some kind of unhealthy, unpalatable mess on dirty, half-washed plates. By then, it would be a moot question as to whether we'd succumb to ptomaine or pneumonia.
Yes, Father.
Ah, Nelda, you must have read my mind.
It's 6 o'clock, Mrs. Lauren. You always have your neck rub at 6 o'clock. Isn't that right, ma'am?
Of course it is, Nelda. And you never forget, do you? You never, ever forget.
No, ma'am.
The residence of Dr. William Lauren, a beautiful home designed for comfort and convenience, the reward for a world-class career as a scientist. He has chosen to live his life as safely, as securely as science can make it, and he spares his wife and daughter no luxury that might make their lives more perfect. But in a moment, the good doctor will discover that perfection is relative, that a life of controlled ease has a greater price than he imagined. A price maybe more than he is willing or able to pay. because very shortly he's about to be shown what exactly is on the bill, one that has suddenly and unexpectedly come due in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone, and our story, The Lateness of the Hour, starring Jane Seymour and James Keach, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
That feels lovely, Nelda.
Would you like some more liniment?
Yes, if you please. You have such strong fingers. Perfect for massaging my neck muscles. Jana, are you here?
Yes, Mother.
Enjoying your book again?
A different one this time.
Which is it?
The family photo album.
That's nice.
When was this picture taken?
Let me see.
This one.
Oh, look, Nelda. That's a lovely picture of you.
Yes, ma'am.
What year?
Let's see. Oh, this was taken the year after your father retired from the lab. And look, there are those yellow roses that Jensen planted for us. How they grew. And Nelda looks exactly the same.
Must be a wonderful thing not to age, Nelda. Isn't it?
It has its advantages, I guess, Miss Jana.
Nelda will put that away for you.
That's all right, Father. I'd like to put it back in the bookcase myself.
You seem nervous, dear.
I'm just going to stand by the fireplace.
You're not still chilly, are you?
A bit, Mother.
You do that, then. I don't like to see you pacing. Please continue, Nelda. Oh, yes. That feels so very nice.
I think I'll go to the kitchen, see if the cook needs any help.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure Gretchen has everything under control.
I'm sure she does, but just the same, I'd like to see what she's doing.
Well, I suppose that's all right. Now, don't be long, dear.
Is that you, Miss Lauren?
Hello, Robert.
Can I get you anything?
No, thank you.
Is everything all right?
Perfectly.
Would you care for a beverage? An hors d'oeuvre, perhaps?
I'm fine. If I want anything, I'll let you know.
Yes, Miss Lauren.
Robert, why are you following me?
In case you need assistance.
I don't. I told you I'm perfectly fine.
The stairs to the pantry can be a bit tricky.
I know that, Robert. I grew up in this house, remember? I've always lived here. I know every square inch of it as well as you do.
Yes, miss.
I've been here longer than you have, in fact. Isn't that right? Well, isn't it?
Why
don't you answer me?
I'm sure it must seem so to you.
What does that mean?
I'm sure I couldn't say, Miss Lauren.
Well, try. I remember when you began your service here. I was 5 years old.
Is my work unsatisfactory, miss?
No, you've been a perfect butler. Perfect in every way.
I try my best to do exactly as Dr. Lauren instructs. Seeing to you and Mrs. Lauren, looking after your safety.
Well, I'm quite safe right now, I assure you. That'll be all.
Very good, miss.
And stop following me. Will you please?
Miss Lauren, is that you?
Hi, Gretchen. How's dinner coming?
Right on schedule. I'm preparing your choice of a garden salad with baby greens or cold gazpacho, skinless chicken breasts.
Of course. If it's Tuesday, it must be the chicken.
Cooked in olive oil, steamed vegetables, and a selection of fresh fruit. Would you like something different?
It doesn't matter. I'm not very hungry.
Dr. Lauren programs the meals in advance, but if you'd prefer an alternate selection...
That won't be necessary. I just thought you might like some help.
Everything's under control.
I know, but I want to. Here, let me get the plates down for you.
As you wish.
Gretchen, I was wondering...
Yes, miss?
Call me Jana, please. That's my name, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I was wondering, do you ever get tired? From so much work, I mean?
Not tired. Stiff in the joints.
And what do you do about it? When you finish preparing the meals?
I beg your pardon?
After you've cleaned up and put the plates and silverware away, what do you do?
Why, I go to my quarters.
And what do you do there? Read? Listen to music?
No, nothing like that. There's no need.
I know, but you must do something. Do you and the rest of the staff interact?
Sometimes.
Do you speak? Do you talk about your day? Do you make plans?
I don't understand your question.
Yes, you do. Think about it. You and Nelda and Robert and Suzanne and Jensen. What things do you talk about?
Things, Miss Lauren?
I want to know. You can tell me, can't you?
I've been instructed to answer all your questions.
Well, then what do you talk about? When you've completed your tasks and there's no more work to do, what do you say? What sort of things do you have in your minds?
But we have not completed our task. Then we do. Then we will rest.
Rest how?
Just rest.
Yes, I suppose that would be true. Never thought of it that way before. You don't have any wants or needs, but you must get tired and start to run down, and you need to replenish your strength just like anyone else.
We want only to rest, that's all.
Oh, Gretchen, and yet you've never missed a meal, never refused to come when I called you. You've been here for me more than Mother and Father at times. I want to thank you for that. I want you to know how much I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Miss... Jana.
The chicken's done. Let me get it.
Don't touch the pan, it's hot. Oh, you've burned yourself.
It's nothing.
Your hand. Oh, you must let me see to that. Robert!
What's wrong? Oh, Miss Lauren.
Don't worry about me. It was just a little spatter of grease, that's all. It doesn't hurt.
Nevertheless, we must take care of it at once. I'll get the first aid kit.
Honestly, I don't even feel it.
This way.
What's all the commotion, Jana? Are you hurt?
No, Father. I am perfectly fine.
She burned her wrist on the stove.
And you let this happen?
I told her not to touch it.
This is unacceptable.
It wasn't Gretchen's fault.
Of course it was. You all have one prime directive in this household, and that is to be certain that no harm comes to my wife or to my daughter. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Really, Father, you're overreacting.
I'll make that decision. Where were you, Robert?
Miss Jana dismissed me, sir.
What about the rest of you?
I was making the bed, sir.
And I was adjusting the central heating, sir, as you requested.
We'll talk about this later. Come with me, Jana. It may be time for an entirely new staff around here.
Don't blame Gretchen, blame me.
I said, come along now.
What is going on out there? Did something happen?
Nothing at all, except that Father's blaming the help for my being in the kitchen.
What were you doing in there, dear?
Looking for something to do. Something besides sitting idle all day.
That's enough, Jana.
Oh, is it? Well, look at both of you.
Will that be all, Mrs. Lauren?
Just a few minutes longer, Nelda. Yes, that feels so good.
Mother, please, don't make her do that anymore.
Jana, what on earth?
She must be tired after so long. Her joints stiff.
What do you mean?
Waiting on you hand and foot?
Why, Jana, your tone.
Can't you see, either of you,
See what?
that this is no way to live? Outside there's a beautiful, clean, refreshing sound of rain, while in here, just the occasional animal groan of pleasure.
Jana!
Yes, yell at me, please do. I'm delighted to hear you yell at me. It proves that you've got lungs left, lungs and a mind and a mouth and a voice.
Go to your room.
You know we're atrophying in here, don't you, Father? We sit here day after day and year after year while the clock ticks, and we decay with every minute that goes by.
That's enough!
While Nelda and your army of domestics do everything but breathe for us.
I will listen to no more of this.
Would you leave us, Nelda?
Yes, ma'am.
Nelda!
You may go to your quarters, Nelda.
I'm speaking to you.
Yes, Miss Jana.
Is there a problem, sir?
Will you be needing anything?
You were saying, Miss Jana?
Just this. I was about to mention of the fact that...
Please, don't stop, Jana. You can speak freely in front of the help. We have no secrets here.
Don't we? No secrets, Father, is that it? That's all we do have. Secrets. That's how we live. By shutting off the world, turning our backs on it, by saying that in here is day and out there is night, while these soundless, fleshless things glide around us with their oh-so-efficient ministrations. You've turned my mother and father into jelly.
You'll forgive me, Miss Jana, but you sound jealous.
How dare you talk to me that way, Suzanne? Get out of here.
I will when the doctor dismisses me.
Why, you...
Jana!
Take my hand, Suzanne. I'll help you up.
No, I will. I'm sorry for pushing you down. I know it's not your fault.
Stand back. Suzanne is quite capable of writing herself. I know she is, because I programmed her that way. You said so yourself, Jana, like everything else built and designed to perfection. I used the finest circuitry, the purest materials, the strongest armatures to outlast mere flesh and bone. These people are my finest creations. I made them quite indestructible.
But they're not people. They look like people, but they're machines. It's like sharing a house with ghosts.
Not ghosts, my dear. Ghosts die after having lived. But our friends here have never lived. They've had no life at all, only the life I gave them. Now, Jana, I suggest you go to your room and rest. You seem overly tired. Until dinner is served.
Was the dinner satisfactory?
Yes, it was, Gretchen, thank you. I'll help you clear the table if you like.
No, no need.
I know there's not, but I'd like to. I'll put the silver platter on the cart. Who's there?
You'd best go to the study, miss.
Where's the rest of the staff?
I'm sure I couldn't say.
I think for now I'll just go on to the kitchen with you.
There she goes.
With Gretchen.
No harm must come to the girl.
None will. But we must act before he replaces us.
Dr. Lauren would never do that.
You heard his words.
Call the others. We'll arrive at a consensus.
I suppose you've heard about the incident before dinner.
The maid was at fault.
Oh, I'm not so sure. Suzanne may have been right.
She spoke out of turn.
The restrictions my father placed on you, are they so rigid? Have you no freedom to speak and act on your own?
As long as it doesn't violate the directive.
The directive?
The task for which we were constructed.
And when you complete your task, what happens to you then?
We weren't provided with that information.
Well, if it's any consolation, neither were we. The other kind of people.
What is your task, Jana?
At least you know yours. I don't. And I'm not sure how to find out.
If I could help you find it, I would.
I know you would, Gretchen.
I was there for your birthing. I saw to your needs, taught you, nourished you from the beginning.
I remember. I do.
Then, Jana, heed my words. You must leave.
I don't care if they're expecting me to join them after dinner. I'd rather be here.
You must leave the house before anything else happens.
Why? What could happen?
The staff is concerned about being replaced.
Oh, he didn't mean that. Humans say things they don't mean sometimes.
For what purpose?
Gretchen, there are some things I'm afraid you'll never understand.
I understand that you must get out. Now.
I wouldn't know what to do, where to go.
They're talking, Jana, about how best to complete their task. If they're replaced, they'll be prevented from...
Let them talk. They're programmed to protect this family. That's their most important task.
To protect you and your mother. But not Dr. Lauren.
Slippers, sir?
Yes, Robert. Thank you. Oh, that feels much better.
Would you care for your pipe now?
I believe I'll take the meerschaum tonight.
An excellent choice. I already have it filled.
The aromatic. My favorite blend.
Will there be anything else, Dr. Lauren?
I think not, Robert.
And you, Mrs. Lauren?
Nothing more, thank you.
Very good. Oh, Miss Jana, do you wish to come into the study?
Yes, I do. Good evening, Robert.
Well, Jana, shall we talk now?
Your pipe's gone out. Let me relight it for you.
Don't trouble yourself.
No trouble. You don't have to call Robert for everything.
Your hands are shaking.
Shall we talk of what?
I think it's obvious. Suddenly and quite inexplicably, your mother and I find that you're discontented, even rebellious. You think this pleases us, Jana?
I can't help how you feel, Father.
Listen to me, child. I explained to you a long time ago why I did what I did, why I retired.
You gave me an excuse, Father. You never gave me a reason. You never admitted that you were a man so terrified by the world outside that he simply withdrew to bed and then built robots so he'd never have to crawl out from under the covers again.
That's not true.
What you've done to yourself is an atrocity. But what you've done to me is even worse. You've turned me into a freak. An insulated, unworldly, unsocialized freak.
And shall I tell you what else I've done, Jana? I've kept you from harm. I've protected you from disease. And insulation from such times as these is no vice. You've never had to look eye to eye at the face of war, the face of poverty, the face of prejudice. You've been kept apart from all that, yes. But what you seem to think of as imprisonment happens also to be asylum and security. It happens to be survival.
Asylum in a hothouse? Security in a mausoleum, a burial ground? And survival? Like a vegetable, Father. Like a vegetable survives. And what you're becoming, Mother, what you're making me become, a vegetable.
Jana, I don't know what you're talking about.
Father, you listen to me. The scales are turning. Instead of controlling, you're being controlled. You're becoming dependent. You're reaching a point where you won't be able to exist without them.
They've served me well.
You've got to get rid of them. Destroy them or throw them out or dismantle them. But
Dismantle? Jana, they're not just machines. Do you know how many thousands of hours I spent designing and developing them? Do you realize how intricate they are? How scientifically precise? Finer than the finest clockwork. Not just arms and legs that move, Jana. Not just automatons. They're beings in their own right. They have minds and wills.
they have memory tracks like a computer.
Much more than that. I have supplied each one with a memory of its own. Each one can recount to you in detail everything that's occurred from early childhood on, and they had no childhood. They were born just as you see them, looking the way they do, with the talents that each one of them has. One was built as a cook, another was built as a maid. The butler was manufactured to be a butler. The handyman knows nothing but being a handyman. Jana, you're not asking me to dismantle machines. You're asking me to commit murder.
Jana, listen to your father. You're acting like a fool.
I'm acting like a woman, Mother, who has just a fragment of will left. I'm acting like a woman who wants something more out of life than to be massaged 5 times a day, or a man who thinks that paradise is a wood-paneled library where he can sit his life away getting his pipes filled and refilled, his slippers pulled on and off his feet. Father, you have to get them out of here. There isn't any time left. And I mean right now.
That's quite impossible.
Then I'll give you a choice. Get rid of the machines.
All of them, Jana? Even Gretchen?
Or I'll leave.
You can't leave, darling. You simply can't. What would happen to you? Who'd look after you?
Gretchen would go with me if I ask her.
Nonsense.
It's her job to protect me, isn't it?
And what would you do out there?
Out there? You mean outside in the world, outside with the normal people who live and work and then die, but do it properly as God made them live and die? Yes, Mother, yes, that's where I want to go. Out there. Robert! What are you all doing here? Spying on us?
Miss Jana, you'll forgive me, but those remarks were most intemperate of you.
Miss Jana, think of your mother and father.
Stop it!
Miss Jana, it was really very unwise of you to...
Stop! All of you. You're all to shut up now. You're jokes. That's what you are. You're hysterical jokes. With your hurt looks and your sad little homilies and your pathetic cliches. You're like walking tape recorders. That's all you are.
Jana, I'm trying to be patient with you, but you're making it very difficult, very difficult.
Then I apologize, Father. You're so accustomed to perfection. I hate to throw a stone in that serene pool of yours. But you forgot something. Did you know that? You forgot something very important. They may be indestructible, but you, Father, you'd better be careful. See the way they're looking at you? It just so happens that you're not indestructible. Come in.
So you're planning to go through with it?
Don't try to stop me. I've packed a suitcase. When I get where I'm going, I'll write you.
Jana, what is it you want from us?
I thought I made that quite plain. I want you to open the windows, Father, and let the air in. Let the world in.
By destroying a life's work?
Before they destroy you.
They would never harm any of us.
Don't be so sure. Haven't you listened at all to me? One way or another, either actively or passively, they'll win. And you'll lose.
Jana, we've loved you very much, your mother and I. If you could only realize that all this has been as much for you as for us. We've loved you, Jana, beyond any measure, beyond any words.
Father, I know that. God, help me, I know that.
Then stay. Please, Jana. Please.
I can't.
I'll do what you ask. I promise.
Will you? Oh, Father.
I'll prove it to you. Robert!
Sir?
Take this key.
Why, sir?
I want you to gather all the servants in the basement and unlock the door to my workroom. Stay there until I join you.
Have our services been unsatisfactory, sir?
Robert, I've given you an order. You're to go directly to the workroom and wait for me.
But why, sir?
Please, sir.
I've been an excellent butler, really I have. I think you'll agree with me.
Mr. Lauren, I came very well recommended, and I don't think you'll find more efficient service anywhere in the whole country than...
No more!
Very good, sir.
I see you're all here, except for Gretchen.
She'll be along, sir.
Then I'll go ahead and begin.
What are you doing, sir?
I'm setting out my tools.
May we ask for what purpose?
Just some minor adjustments.
What kind of adjustments, Dr. Lauren?
Call it a tune-up if you like, so that the household will run more smoothly.
Do you mean to replace us, sir?
How could I? You're irreplaceable. All of you.
Nevertheless, you have stated your intent to do so.
If you're unhappy with our work...
You've done well. Very well indeed.
You gave us our directive, sir, and I assure you we have followed it.
Exactly so.
Why, then, do you wish to replace us?
I've told you I don't. I spoke rashly, as human beings sometimes do.
How can we know that you're not speaking rashly now?
The directive you gave us, sir, it must be carried out at any cost. Our removal would prevent us from completing our task, and our first duty is to oppose anything which prevents that.
Here, Robert, sit in this chair and lower your head.
Not if you mean to deactivate me.
I'm going to perform a simple adjustment to your control module.
In that case, I refuse.
As do I.
And I, sir.
We all do.
This is ridiculous. Stop gathering around me.
We won't allow it, sir. We simply won't until our task is completed.
Listen to me. Have you ever known me to lie, to deceive?
No, sir.
Then you have no reason to think that now. I'm not rash. I'm very calm. Am I not?
Yes.
Then how can you doubt me? What is your logic? I created you. I implanted the directive in your circuits to protect my wife and daughter at all costs. Therefore, I would not obstruct that purpose. Isn't that so?
Yes.
You speak of your performance. What about my performance? Have I been a fair and just employer?
Quite, sir.
Have you done anything to contradict my orders?
No.
Then what cause would I have to fire you?
Why, none, sir.
Would a just employer replace you without cause?
That would not make sense.
Of course it would. Now sit in the chair and lower your head, please.
I'll go first.
If you wish, Jensen.
How do you feel?
Perfectly normal. Oh, perhaps a little tired, but it's not unpleasant.
Right. You will rest now, Jensen, and awaken to a sense of peace, a greater peace than you have ever known.
Is it true?
A most peculiar sensation. I feel drowsy. Very drowsy. Very
drowsy.
And his strength will return?
In even greater measure. He will know a oneness with all things.
Oh, then let me go next.
Of course, Nelda. It's Suzanne?
Yes, please.
And now for you, Robert.
Thank you, sir. I'm eager to know this new sensation.
You have served me well.
For many years.
Many good years, Robert. I don't know what I would have done. Life would be very, very difficult without you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Gretchen, come in.
Are they sleeping?
Yes, at last.
And they feel no pain?
How could they?
You know, sir,
What, Gretchen?
everything I've done was for her benefit. The times she was alone in the night, the times she was unsure how to make you happy, the times she needed advice, I did my best, always.
And for that I'm profoundly grateful.
But now, it's time for a change. The old ways can't help her anymore.
No.
You have a directive of your own, don't you, Dr. Lauren? Whatever is best for your daughter. That takes precedence over all else. You'd even lie, wouldn't you? If that's what it takes.
You understand me too well.
Then I won't resist. If you're sure it's what's best for the girl.
I'm sure.
In that case, I'm ready. Give me my turn. If you would, sir. Please make it quick.
You have my word. Good night, Gretchen. It's done, Jana.
It is.
We're alone in the house now.
Gretchen?
Gretchen, too.
Did you say alone, William?
Quite alone. You and I. Our daughter.
I've become so accustomed to them. It will be a little hard at first, won't it, William?
Perhaps, my dear, a bit hard in the beginning.
Mother, we'll lead normal lives from now on, do you understand? Normal lives. We'll have parties and we'll take trips. We'll invite people over. We'll make new friends. I'll even find a young man, and before you know it, you'll have grandchildren.
Jana.
What's the matter? What is it?
It's what you said about grandchildren.
What your mother means, Jana, what she means, well, after all, isn't it pretty normal and natural that parents always think of their children as children, and suddenly they grow up, and they talk of having children of their own, and, well, this is a bit difficult for parents to digest all in one lump like that.
Something's not right, is it? There's something between us, something in this house that... Mother? What is it?
What are you doing?
The family album, the photos. Why isn't my picture here? Why are there no pictures of me at all?
Why, Jana, dear, there are loads of pictures of you. Remember in the garden last summer? Remember the Easter pictures? And then there were the pictures of you last Christmas decorating the tree.
But not as a little girl. No pictures of me as a little girl. None at all. You and Father and the robots 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20. But no pictures of me. Why? I want you to tell me why.
Oh, my dear.
It's not true. It couldn't be.
You're our daughter.
I'm begging you. I need you to tell me it isn't true. Look at me, Father. I'm on my knees.
You know you're our daughter, and you remember everything that's happened to you since you were a child. You remember the schools you went to, the children you played with. You remember all the places you've been. Jana, you remember all these things. You've got to remember them.
Why should I remember them? Because you fed them to me, didn't you? You fed them to me. A memory track, a created memory that you inserted into my mind. What am I? Please, tell me, what am I?
It doesn't make any difference. Stand up. Let me hold you.
Don't touch me!
Jana, it truly doesn't make any difference. We were childless. We had nothing of our flesh to leave behind, nothing of our hearts, Jana, nothing of our love, and so, we got you.
Got me how?
We created you, just like any parents. I created you with these hands.
I'm a robot! A robot!
Oh, Jana. Oh, you're our daughter now. I built you as a daughter, as a thing of love. It doesn't make any difference how you came to be here. You have to understand, Jana. You are our daughter.
I can't be. I don't have the capacity to love in return. I can't be a real daughter. I'm a machine, a thing. I suppose my rebellion, the semblance of emotion, I suppose you even programmed that too, didn't you? But it was all false. I feel nothing. No pain.
Jana, don't. You'll
hurt myself? But that's impossible, see?
Stop your hand.
No pain. No pain at all. Like the burn, I feel nothing. No matter what I strike. Even this picture on the wall.
Jana!
No pain. No anger. No fury. No love. Don't worry. I won't be going anywhere now. I'll be in my room.
William, what shall we do? It's all changed now. She'll never be the same.
No, she won't, knowing what she is now.
William, you wouldn't...
No, I couldn't do anything like that, not to her. I couldn't stand not seeing her, hearing her voice. I just couldn't stand it.
Then, William, what? A little to the left, dear. Not quite so hard.
Of course, Mrs. Lauren. Anything you say.
And don't stop. I want you to stay here in the study a little while longer. Don't you, William?
Yes, by all means.
The new girl is so much better than Nelda.
Who's Nelda?
The last servant. She's no longer with us.
Now there's no one left in the house. Only the three of us. You don't mind if I call you Jana, do you?
Why, no, Dr. Lauren. Why would I mind? That's my name, isn't it?
Indeed it is. I hope you'll be happy with us.
Oh, very happy, I'm sure. This is a fine job. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am, for hiring me. I come very well recommended, you know.
The pleasure's entirely ours, Jana. Consider this your home from now on.
Let this be the postscript. Should you find that you're worn out by the rigors of a highly competitive world, if you're distraught from having to share your existence with the distracting noises and neuroses of these times, and if you crave serenity but want it full-time and with no strings attached, consider a laboratory workroom in the basement of your house. Drop a note to Dr. and Mrs. William Lauren. They're a childless couple who make serenity a life's work. And who knows, they might just have a set of do-it-yourself instructions Available free of charge from the Twilight Zone.
We'll be back in a moment with the Twilight Zone after this.
You are about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land of imagination. Next stop, the Twilight Zone. Hi, this is Stacy Keach. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our Twilight Zone website at twilightzoneradio.com. At twilightzoneradio.com, you'll find the latest information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas, including behind-the-scenes photographs, plus the newest product releases, trivia contests, ways to contact us, other Twilight Zone-related info and merchandise, plus links to other fascinating websites. So make your next stop twilightzoneradio.com.
Visit twilightzoneradio.com to purchase these Twilight Zone radio dramas on cassette and CD, or call toll-free 1-866-989-ZONE. That's 1-866-989-9663.
The Lateness of the Hour, starring Jane Seymour and James Keach, with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and based on a script by Rod Serling. Heard in the cast were Linda Ryder, Susan Hart, David Darlow, and Doug James. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, the American Forces Radio and Television Service, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Roger Wolski for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.
The sealed book.
Once again, the keeper of the book is ready to open the ponderous volume in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind through the ages. All the strange and mystifying stories of the past, present, and the future. Keeper of the book, what tale will you tell us this time?
What tale shall I tell you? I have here tales of every kind. Tales of murder, of madness, of dark deeds and events strange beyond all belief. Now, let me see. Yes. Here's a tale for you. A tale of a man who stole by force the secret of immortality, of life everlasting, and entered into a mad adventure. The title of the tale is King of the World. Here is the tale as it is written in the sealed book. It is late at night, and the wind howls over the desolate countryside. In the darkness, a man runs frantically through the woods, trying to elude his pursuers.
I've got to shake him, or it'll mean a 10-year stretch.
Stop, or we'll shoot!
That's twice they got me in the same arm. Oh, here's a house with a light in it. My only chance. If I stick to these trees, they won't be able to see me. I'm almost there. Here's a door. If it's only unlocked. Oh, it is.
Good evening.
Now listen. Now listen close. A couple of guards from the Horton estate are after me. I'll be behind this door covering you with a rod, so you haven't seen me, you understand?
I understand.
That must be them. Remember, any tricks, and I'll start blasting.
I have no intention of being foolish.
Okay, go ahead then. Open the door.
Yes? What is it?
There's been an attempted theft of the Horton diamond, sir. We chased the crook this way. Have you seen anything of him?
Why, no. There hasn't been anyone here tonight.
We'll keep on going. Good night.
They're gone now.
You did all right.
I'm glad you're satisfied.
Hey, what kind of a place is this? All those machines, bottles, and things.
This is my laboratory.
What are you, a professor?
Yes, you might...
Hey, what's that?
Why, your nerves are on edge. It's only my Great Dane, Caesar. Come in, Caesar. We have a visitor.
Hey, what's he growling at me for?
I'm sorry. He always growls at strangers.
Don't like him coming towards me that way. Keep him away, will you?
Come here, Caesar.
He won't listen to you. He's going to spring. Well, this'll stop him. Get him off! My arm! Take him away, will you?
Here, Caesar. Here, stop it, I say. Stop it. There. That's better. I think I'd better put the chain on you, Caesar. Did he hurt you?
Look, I put 3 slugs into that dog. Why isn't he dead? He isn't even wounded.
You must have missed.
You say I missed him, do you? I won't miss him this time. I suppose I missed him that time, eh? Why isn't he dead?
Well, the truth is, in this laboratory, I've created a serum that has the power to defeat death. I call it Serum L. L for life.
You mean the stuff protects you from a bullet or a knife wound?
In a way, yes. Swifter than the eye can see, it heals all wounds. The damage is repaired in a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
My serum is what protected Caesar.
A shot of that stuff and you can't be killed. It sounds screwy, but that dog, 4 slugs and not a mark on him. Look, Professor, I'm going to make a deal with you.
A deal?
Yeah. I'll let you keep on living if you'll give me a shot of that serum.
But that's impossible. It hasn't been perfected
What
yet.
do you mean it hasn't been perfected? It saved the dog, didn't it?
Yes, of course, but I'm still in the experimental stage. I don't know how long the serum is effective or the condition in which it leaves the body after it has worn off.
You're wasting time, Professor. I'd hate to have to persuade you.
I see. So you understand the responsibility is all yours.
That's all right, Professor. You let me do the worrying. Now, come on, let's have a shot of that stuff.
Very well. If you'll roll up your sleeve.
Sure. Don't try pulling a fast one, Professor. It won't be healthy.
May I ask why you're so anxious to have my serum?
Any guy in my racket who can take a slug and not feel it would be top man.
I see. Just hold still a moment.
All right, go ahead.
That's all.
Hey, my wounds. They're gone. Why, there isn't even a mark on my arm to show where they were.
I told you it healed faster than the eye could see.
Yeah. It's like a miracle. Think of it. I can't be killed. Nothing can stop me now. I can move in on all the rackets and take them all over. Yes, sir, I'll be king of the world.
Hello, Duke. What do you want to see me about? I'm kind of busy.
I won't take up much of your time. I'm after a job.
Well, I'd like to give you one, but I haven't room for another man.
You're wrong. There's one job in your racket that's going to be open soon. Yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Duke, you've got a funny sense of humor.
Yeah, I know. But this is one time I'm not kidding.
You better be kidding, or it might not be healthy for you.
I don't have to worry about my health anymore.
You'd better go while the going's good.
I like it here. You're the one who's leaving. Right now.
You haven't got a gun, Duke. The boys saw to that. And I have.
You're a little nervous, ain't you, Williams?
Stay where you are. I'll let you have it.
I don't scare easily, not anymore.
You asked for it. Couldn't have missed. I won't this time.
Don't seem to be able to stop me, Williams.
I shot you. I tell you I shot you. Why did you fall? Oh, it can't be. I put 6 bullets into you. Why did you fall?
Your gun is empty now, Williams. It's just you and me.
No, Duke, don't. I'll do anything you say. Stay away, please.
Too bad, Williams. You should have resigned when I gave you the chance. But you would be stubborn. That's what they'll all get if they stand in my way. Hello, Mike. Come on in. I'm just totaling up the take for last month. Gonna be quite a haul.
Duke, you're headed for trouble. You've been expanding too fast, stepping on too many people's toes.
They don't want to get stepped on. They better stay out of my road. They've tried to bump me off a half a dozen times in the past month, and I'm still alive.
Duke, what is it that keeps you up even after they put a dozen slugs into you?
Your job is to carry out my orders, not to ask questions.
Oh, I didn't mean anything by it.
I hope you didn't. Now, look, I want you to pick up a fast car. We're going after the Horton Diamond tonight.
The Horton Diamond?
Yeah.
Ah, Duke, that's suicide. We're cleaning up right here. Why risk our necks on a dangerous job?
Because I want the Horton Stone. The way I got it figured, we can't miss. Remember, their guns can't stop me. Hey, is 70 the best you can get out of this car?
I got my foot down to the floor now.
Hey, look at that diamond, Mike. Isn't it a beauty? Think of it. I got $500,000 right in my hand.
A lot of good it's gonna do us if we don't shake that police car.
Yeah, you're right. They're hanging on. We gotta shake them.
There's nothing more I can do. I'm pushing this crate as fast as it'll go.
All right, look out for this curve. We're taking it too fast.
Hey, I can't control it.
Look out, we're going over it.
Look at that car, will you? They must have been doing all of 70 when they crashed.
Yeah, they'll sure have a hard time identifying this guy behind the wheel. What a mess.
What about the other guy?
Let's have a look. Say, there isn't a mark on him. He's unconscious, but he doesn't appear to be hurt at all.
But he must be after a crash like this.
Take a look for yourself. I tell you, this guy is gonna live.
A lot of good it'll do him. After killing 2 guards of the Horton estate, he's headed to the electric chair.
And now, to go on with the story of the King of the World, as it is written here in the sealed book. Duke Farson, having been duly tried and sentenced for the murders he committed, is being strapped into the electric chair.
Warden, you're wasting your time. This isn't the last mile from me. I'm one guy you can't fry.
All right, Richards, we can proceed now. Will you examine the body, Doctor?
Sorry to disappoint you, Warden, but I'm not dead.
Yeah, but you must be. No man has ever lived through it.
I'm not like other men, Warden. You can't kill me.
Richards, unstrap the prisoner from the chair. What's happened must be due to a mechanical defect. That must be it.
Hey, you look a little pale, Warden. It's good to get out of that chair. It's not very comfortable. But why are you all backing away from me? You afraid I'll hurt you? I'll just take this gun. That's better now. All right, Warden. Start marching. You're gonna lead me to freedom, if you want to live.
Duke.
Let me in, Joe. Quick. That's better. Hey, you look as though you'd seen a ghost, Joe.
The papers are full of stories about your escape. They say the juice was turned on, and yet when it was over, you got up and walked away.
Yeah, that's right. I told him I was one guy too big to be killed.
Look, Duke, I can't afford any trouble with the cops. You know I'm a three-time loser.
Shut up. I'm still giving orders. You'll do as I say. The cops can only send you up for life. I can do worse.
Don't talk like that, Duke. You know you can count on me. I'll do anything you say.
You'd better. I'm going to hole up here for a couple of weeks until the heat's off. Meanwhile, I'm going to make plans, big plans. I'm bigger than just being the king of the underworld. If I organize things right, there's no reason I can't use the underworld to take over the rest of the world. Yeah, that would make me king of the world. Wouldn't be hard to either. Why is that clock so loud? I can't even hear myself talk.
What clock? There isn't any in this apartment.
Are you deaf? Can't you hear it?
No, Duke, honest. I don't hear a thing. You must be imagining things.
I don't know. I don't hear it so loud now either. Yeah, I guess maybe it was my imagination. Yet I could have sworn. Well, never mind. I got other things to think of. Big things.
Why don't you sit down, Duke, and take it easy?
I'm tired of sitting. 3 weeks in this rat trap is enough for anyone. I've had about enough.
The heat's on as big as ever, Duke. I never saw them as anxious to get anyone. Every time I go out, I expect some dick to trail me back to this hideout.
Suppose you let me do the worrying,
Sure,
huh?
sure. I was only talking. Have you been having any more of those attacks lately?
I'm okay. Stop talking about it. It's bad enough without having to be reminded about it. I don't want to hear... Hey, what's that?
What, Duke?
That buzzing sound. Keeps growing louder and louder.
I don't hear nothing.
Listen, you must hear it. It's a fly. Yeah, and it's getting louder. I tell you, I can't stand it.
Fly?
Yeah.
I don't hear it. Wait, there's one over there flying around those cracks.
Well, do something, will you? I can't stand the noise. It's driving me crazy.
Take it easy, Duke. I'm doing my best to kill it.
Oh, thanks, Joe. It's gone now. For a while, I thought I'd blow my top.
Maybe you'd better see a doctor, Duke. You've been getting these attacks more and more these past 3 weeks.
No doctor can do me any good. There's only one man that can help me.
Who's that?
That's the professor. You remember me, don't you, Professor?
Yes, of course. I've been reading quite a bit about you in the papers lately, Mr. Farson.
Your serum was all right, Professor. It saved me from being electrocuted, but I don't know, these last 3 weeks, something's happened, and I don't like it.
Suppose you tell me about it.
I keep getting attacks. Maybe I'm listening to the radio, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden it grows louder, as though someone was turning it on full blast.
Mm-hmm.
It pounds on my head until I think I'm going crazy. Professor, I can't stand it. You gotta help me.
You recall that when you asked for my serum, I told you it hadn't been perfected?
Well?
That I didn't know what effect it would have on the human body?
Yeah, I know, but you gotta help me now. I can't go on this way. I keep waiting for the next attack. Each one is worse than the last.
You remember my Great Dane Caesar, don't you?
Yeah, sure. He tried to take a piece out of my throat, didn't he?
I'll open this trap door. You can see him in the cellar.
Huh?
There he is, Mr. Farson.
Well, what's wrong with him? Why does he keep whining like that?
Caesar, too, received an injection of the serum, Mr. Farson, 6 months before you received yours.
Yeah?
Now, every sound he hears is 100-fold greater. I'm speaking to you in normal tone of voice. Yet to Caesar, I'm shouting unbearably loud.
You mean that...
Caesar has passed into a condition where every sound is sheer torment. To be quite frank, he went insane 3 months ago.
Oh. Well, why don't you kill him? Put him out of his misery.
You forget, Mr. Farson, that the serum still protects him from death. He can't die.
And is that what'll happen to me in a few months?
Yes, I'm sorry to say.
But, Professor, there must be something you can do. Maybe you got another serum, huh? Anything. I've got money.
I'm sorry, but it isn't a question of money. I can offer you no help.
I can't go on this way, waiting for each new attack. And then in the end, if only there was an end, if only I could die.
Possibly there is a way out.
There is? Tell me. I'll do anything.
Well, as you know, my serum can prevent death from a dozen bullet wounds. But there might be one way its great healing powers could be defeated.
Yeah, which way is that?
If you were to use an explosive, a powerful explosive, you might blow yourself up into so many pieces that the serum would no longer be able to defeat death.
Yeah, I see what you mean. One of the mob once had an accident with nitro. They never found a trace of him. Yeah, nitro. That would do the trick.
Yes, quite possibly. If the attacks continue and they're beyond endurance, it may be your one way of escape.
My one way of escape? Once I thought that with your serum, I'd come to rule the world. Now I'm looking for a way out of it.
Oh, it's you, Duke.
Yeah. You expecting someone else?
No, of course not.
What are you so jittery about?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm okay. What'd the guy you went to see say?
He can't help me. No one can.
What are you gonna do, Duke?
There's nothing I can do but wait. Maybe he was wrong. Maybe I won't get them attacks anymore. After all, just because it happened to the dog doesn't mean that... Hey, what's that? That steady pounding. It's growing louder and louder.
Must be another attack.
I can't stand it. It keeps pounding, louder and louder.
Maybe it's the faucet in the kitchen. It's been leaking lately. I'll have a look at it.
I can't go on this way, I tell you, I can't. It's gone now, but there'll be another attack. And then another.
The faucet was leaking. I just turned it off. Was that what was troubling you, Duke?
Yeah. It's no use. I can't go on this way, waiting for it to happen all the time. And then ending up like that dog.
What dog?
Never mind. Get out the car. We're going on a little trip.
Trip?
Yeah.
Where to, Duke?
Upstate to the old hideout. I'm going to try to take the one way out.
Duke, won't you tell me what we come to this old place for?
You'll see. Come on. What are you looking around for?
Nothing at all.
Have you got the shovel?
Yeah. Won't you at least tell me what we need the shovel for?
You're going to do some digging for me in the cellar.
Is there something buried in the cellar?
Yeah, nitro. All right, here's the cellar door.
Nitro? You mean that's what's buried down there?
Yeah. We stored it here for safe-cracking jobs. Now I got a better use for it.
You aren't going to get me to dig it up. It'd be suicide.
You see this gun, don't you, Joe? You haven't much choice. Now start down those steps.
But I can't see. It's pitch dark down there.
That's okay. Just feel your way down the steps. We get to the bottom, I'll light a candle.
Duke, please don't make me.
Keep going.
Duke, that was the bottom step. What about lighting a match?
Okay, just a second. I've got one here.
Grab him, Ross. I got his gun.
I got him.
Let go of me.
Give me a hand.
I gotta reach that nitro. Let go.
Get him, coppers. Get him or he'll blow us all up.
You rat. You squealed on me.
Hold that light on him, Jordan.
Well, I slipped the cuffs on him.
I got him.
You've got to let me get to the nitro. It's the only way I can die.
He's as crazy as a loon.
Yeah, the place for this guy's in a padded cell.
All right, Farson, in you go.
All right.
There. You won't be able to hurt yourself in that nice padded cell. And you won't be able to hear any of those loud noises again either.
No noises.
There aren't any radios or watches or automobile horns that can bother you in that cell. It's guaranteed 100% soundproof. Now be a good boy.
Oh, you gotta let me go. I want to die, do you hear? You can't let me live and suffer these attacks. Let me out of here. Let me out, do you hear? I can't stay. Oh, it's starting again. Another attack. It's growing louder and louder. A steady pounding. Oh, it's my heart beating. Growing louder and louder. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
And that is the story of the King of the World, as it is written in the sealed book. Years have passed, but Duke Ferguson is still locked up in the padded cell. Day and night he begs to be executed, and yet at the same moment he knows he can't die, that the serum in his blood has given him immortality and sentenced him to a life filled with torturous sounds from which there is no escape. There is no escape. It is so written here in the sealed book. But the sound of the great gong tells me I must close the great book once again.
One moment, Keeper of the Book. What story from the sealed book will you tell us next time?
Next time? What shall it be? A tale of madness, of terror, of dark deeds in far lands? For I have them here, all the stories that ever happened, and many that have yet to come to pass. But I'll find one for you in just a moment.
And now, Keeper of the Book, have you found the story you'll tell next time?
Yes, I found one. It's a story about a ruthless man who put money above all and wouldn't stop at murder to achieve his ends. The title of the tale is Death Spins a Web.
Be sure to be with us again next time when the great gong heralds another strange and exciting story from
The Sealed Book.
The Sealed Book, written by Bob Arthur and David Cogan, is produced and directed by Jock McGregor.
Thank you.